What if I told you that a forgotten spice, smaller than your thumbnail, could bring energy back into your body and spark an erection in just 60 seconds? That no matter your age, medications, or past struggles, one small bite could start restoring the strength you thought was lost forever? I know that may sound hard to believe, but stick with me, because what I'm about to share might change everything. My name is Dr. Moit Kara, and I've spent more than 30 years helping men over 60 get back what time and the system have quietly taken: confidence, blood flow, energy, and the ability to feel like themselves again. Not with pricey medications or tricks, but by waking up what the body still remembers when you give it what it needs. And here's the surprising part: the answer isn't some brand new discovery or fancy device. It's a spice that's been right in front of you the whole time. One your ancestors used before intimacy, and now science shows it works better than anyone thought. The funny thing is, you've probably seen it in your kitchen 100 times without knowing what it could do. In the next few minutes, I'll show you how chewing this one spice for just 60 seconds can open your blood vessels, ease the stress that's lowering your testosterone, fight gum issues that block blood flow, and help you sleep better so your hormones can naturally bounce back. I'll walk you through it step by step, and by the end, you'll know exactly how to use it and what to expect in your first 7, 14, and 30 days. Before we jump into this powerful method, take a moment to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you don't miss any of the natural health tips I create just for men like you. And if this message speaks to you, type 1 in the comments. If it doesn't, type 0 so I know how to help you better. Alright, let's begin with the heart of this discovery. Because none of this works without understanding what makes this tiny spice so effective. The secret is in a natural compound found inside each clove, and it's called eugenol. This single ingredient is the reason your blood starts flowing, your vessels begin to relax, and your body starts responding like it used to, maybe even better. Let me show you how it works. Eugenol, the special compound behind the effect. I'll never forget the first time a patient looked me in the eye and said, "Doc, I just want to feel like myself again." He wasn't asking for six-pack abs or to run races. He meant intimacy, confidence, and the quiet strength a man feels when his body still reacts the way it should. That moment pushed me to look into natural options. And again, I came back to one powerful compound: eugenol. Eugenol is found in high amounts inside cloves. When you chew a clove, just one or two, the oils that are released carry this amazing substance. And it doesn't just stay in your mouth, it goes into your bloodstream through the soft tissues almost right away. That's when the real change begins. Eugenol works as a vasodilator. That means it helps your blood vessels relax and widen, especially the narrow, tight ones that supply your sexual organs. After 60, those vessels often stiffen and lose flexibility. That's why blood doesn't flow the same way anymore. Eugenol works like a natural massage for your arteries, gently opening them and letting blood move freely again. Not forced, not fake, just waking up what your body once did with ease. What makes this even more impressive is that eugenol helps boost nitric oxide, the same compound those little blue pills are made to mimic. But this isn't man-made chemistry. It's natural biology, and it happens without the side effects, the headaches, or the crash later on. Many men say they feel a soft warmth, a return of circulation within minutes. It's gentle but strong. And if that's what just one compound can do, wait until you hear what this spice does to the stress that's been quietly killing your testosterone for years. Let's talk about that next. Why erections get weaker after 60. 2. Why erections get weaker after 60 and how Clove fights back. I've had countless men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s come into my office, eyes down, voice low, whispering the same thing. It's just not working like it used to. And I always tell them it's not a personal failure. It's not shameful. It's biology. As we age, the small blood vessels that support erections begin to narrow and stiffen. They lose their elasticity. Years of stress, processed foods, inflammation, and lack of movement start to take their toll. The result: blood doesn't flow like it used to. And without that surge of blood, an erection simply can't happen. But here's the part most doctors never say out loud: those changes are not permanent, they are reversible. That's where Clove comes in and why it's such a powerful ally for older men. Remember that compound we just talked about, Eugenol? It's not only relaxing your blood vessels, it's also helping to restore flexibility to the inner walls of those vessels. Think of it like cleaning out a rusty pipe and making it smooth again. The blood starts to flow easier, more fully, and where it needs to go. Some of my patients have told me that after just a couple weeks of using this method daily, they woke up with morning erections for the first time in years. Not because of a pill, not because of a miracle, but because their circulation finally had a chance to work again. That's the beauty of this natural method. It doesn't force your body. It simply gives it permission to return to its original design. But here's the thing. Even with perfect blood flow, one invisible force can shut everything down before it even starts. And chances are it's been quietly sabotaging you for decades. Let's uncover it next. 3. How to do the 60-second Clove method step by step. You know, the best solutions are often the simplest ones. And this method I'm about to share, has helped so many of my older patients feel like themselves again. No prescriptions, no awkward doctor visits, no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Just a small, intentional act you can do right in your kitchen. And the beauty of it? It takes only 1 minute. Here's exactly how I tell my patients to do it. Take 2 or 3 whole cloves, not the powdered kind, but whole dried cloves. Ideally organic, but any good quality clove will do. Place them between your molars, the back teeth where your chewing is strongest. Slowly bite down until you feel them crack open. And here's the key: don't rush. Let the oils coat your tongue and mouth. Breathe through your nose. Stay relaxed. For the first 30 seconds, just hold those broken pieces in your mouth. Let your saliva mix with the oils. You might feel a strong, warm sensation. It's intense, yes, but that's a good sign. It means the eugenol is being absorbed through the sensitive membranes inside your mouth, heading straight into your bloodstream. Then, slowly begin chewing. Not forcefully, just enough to fully break the clove down. Keep it in your mouth for another 30 seconds, working the oils through your saliva. That's it. You can either swallow the remnants or spit them out. Both are fine. What makes this method so effective is how fast it gets to work. Some men say they feel the difference within minutes. Their head clears. They feel more present, more grounded in their body. But chewing cloves isn't just about blood flow and energy. It also unlocks something most men over 60 desperately need, and probably don't even realize they're missing. Let's talk about that next. When to use the technique for best results. 4. When to use the technique for best results. One of the questions I get all the time, usually after a man has tried the Clove method for the first time and felt that unmistakable warmth, is when should I use it to get the best results? And the truth is, timing can make all the difference. Like anything powerful, it's not just about doing it, it's about when you do it. Think of this as tuning an instrument. You want everything in harmony: your hormones, your nervous system, your blood flow. For many of my patients, the evening is the golden hour. About an hour before bed, when the day winds down and the mind starts to settle, chewing cloves at that time helps relax the nervous system and primes your body for better sleep. And that's not just about rest. Deep, restorative sleep is when your body produces the most testosterone. That's your foundation. Nighttime use sets the stage for the next day. Better energy, clearer focus, and yes, stronger morning erections. But don't overlook the morning either. Using this method first thing on an empty stomach helps jumpstart circulation and sets a calm but alert tone for your day. Some men like to use it before workouts or walks, others prefer it before intimacy, 30 to 45 minutes beforehand. For that added sense of presence, connection, and stamina, the key is to listen to your body. Stay consistent. Daily use builds momentum over time. This is not a one-time trick. It's a daily investment in your vitality. And if you're wondering how such a simple act can lead to such profound changes, it helps to understand what might be holding your body back in the first place. There's one silent force most men never suspect, and it's been robbing you of your strength from the inside out. Let's expose it next. 5. But that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. Let's talk about stress. I can't tell you how many good men I've sat across from. Men who eat well, stay active, even follow all the right advice, but still feel like something's off. Their energy is flat. Their desire fades in and out. And when it comes to intimacy, their bodies just don't respond the way they used to. That's when I ask them one question. How's your stress? The room usually gets quiet. They sigh. And then I hear the truth. Worries about money, health, marriage, aging. It's a heavy load. And most don't realize just how much that silent pressure is destroying their masculinity from the inside out. You see, chronic stress floods your body with cortisol, a hormone that's supposed to help you in moments of danger, not stay elevated all day, every day. But in today's world, most men over 60 are living in a near constant state of tension. And here's the cruel part. Cortisol and testosterone can't coexist at high levels. When one goes up, the other crashes. That means the more stress you carry, the less testosterone your body makes, and the weaker your sexual response becomes. This is where Clove becomes more than just a circulation booster. It actually helps regulate the stress response. The compound beta-caryophyllene found in cloves binds to receptors in the brain that signal safety and calm. In just minutes, you may feel a release in your chest, a clarity in your mind, a letting go of pressure that's been building for years. And as cortisol lowers, testosterone can finally rise again, naturally, without force. You may start feeling more like yourself without even realizing the shift at first, but it's real. And there's another powerful benefit that comes from this stress relief, one that works quietly while you sleep. And it might just be the missing piece in your hormone recovery. Let's talk about that next. Chewing cloves equals better sleep equals more testosterone 6. Chewing cloves equals better sleep equals more testosterone. If there's one thing I've seen time and again with my older patients, it's this. The moment sleep starts to fall apart, everything else begins to unravel. You can eat well, exercise, take every supplement under the sun, but if your sleep is broken, your hormones don't stand a chance. That's because most of your testosterone, your repair work, your healing happens at night, specifically during deep, uninterrupted REM sleep. But how many men over 60 actually get that kind of rest anymore? So many tell me they lie awake at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, mind racing. Or they fall asleep fast but wake up several times a night, never feeling fully rested. And then they wonder why their energy is low, why desire feels like a memory, or why they just can't get going the way they used to. The answer, more often than not, is poor quality sleep. That's where cloves come in, not just as a circulatory aid, but as a powerful ally for the nervous system. The compounds in cloves, especially eugenol and beta-caryophyllene, don't just relax the blood vessels. They also calm the part of your brain that regulates your sleep cycle. When chewed in the evening, about an hour before bed, cloves help ease you into a deeper, more stable sleep. Many men tell me they start dreaming again. They wake up with more clarity, more energy, and more often than not, with stronger morning erections. That's not a coincidence. That's testosterone doing its job again. So if you've been struggling to feel rested, or wondering why your drive and edge have faded, start paying closer attention to how you sleep, because improving that one part can create a wave of healing through your entire system. But cloves don't stop there. What if I told you that even your gums, the health of your mouth, could be secretly weakening your erection strength? Let's explore that surprising connection next. It might sound strange at first, but I've seen it too often to ignore. A man comes into my office, low on energy, struggling with weak erections, and with no obvious reason why. His blood pressure is okay, his test results look fine, but then I ask a simple question: how's your dental health? And that's when the truth shows up. Bleeding gums, receding gum lines, bad breath that won't go away. Most men never think that what's going on in their mouth could be affecting what's going on in the bedroom. But the science is clear. It's all connected. Your mouth is a doorway to your bloodstream. When you have gum disease, even if you don't notice it, harmful bacteria from your mouth enter your blood. They move through your body, creating low-level inflammation that damages the very blood vessels needed for erections. It's like trying to run water through a hose filled with sludge. The pressure might still be there, but not much gets through. Studies even show men with advanced gum disease are up to 70% more likely to have erectile dysfunction. That's not random, it's biology. Now, here's where cloves become more than just a helpful spice. They become a daily cleanse. Clove oil is one of nature's strongest natural germ fighters. When you chew whole cloves, those powerful compounds get to work right away. They start killing the bad bacteria in your mouth before it can get into your blood. It's fast. It works. And sometimes you can feel it after just one chew. It's one of the easiest, yet most overlooked steps in healing your whole body. And when your mouth is clean, your blood flows cleaner too. But now that your blood vessels are opening, your hormones are rising, and your system is running better, what happens next? Let me show you what to expect each week once you commit to this powerful habit. One of the most rewarding parts of working with older men is watching how their faces change over time. I'll never forget one man in his late 60s. He came in tired, unsure, and embarrassed about what he had lost. We started the Clove Method together, and I asked him to stick with it for just 1 month. After a week, he called and said, "Doc, something's happening. I'm feeling more awake in the mornings." And that was just the start. In the first 7 days, most men feel small changes: a warm feeling in the body, a clearer head, deeper sleep, and a little more drive to move or take a walk. It's not huge, but it's real. It's your body starting to wake up. By day 14, things often speed up. Energy improves, mornings feel sharper. Sometimes men notice something they haven't felt in years: natural morning erections. That's not magic. That's better blood flow and your testosterone starting to speak up again. By day 30, many men say they feel like a new version of themselves. Not only do their erections return more often and with more strength, but their confidence grows. They carry themselves differently. Their partners notice. Even if intimacy hasn't fully come back yet, the connection and emotional closeness starts to return. And that's the real goal: to feel alive again. To live in a body that's working, not stuck or shut down. But don't forget, this is just the beginning. Because once you get this strength back, the real question becomes, how do you keep it and protect it for the years ahead? In our final message, let's talk about how to turn this simple daily habit into lasting energy and lifelong vitality. I've spent over 30 years sitting with men just like you. Men who quietly carry the weight of low energy, lost confidence, and the fear that their best years are already behind them. But I promise you this: they're not. This one simple habit, chewing a few cloves for 60 seconds, can do more than improve circulation. It calms your nerves, brings back restful sleep, boosts your testosterone, and even cleans your mouth to protect your heart and manhood. I've seen it restart blood flow, renew desire, and most importantly, help men reconnect with themselves. If you've made it this far, your body is already asking for something better, and now you know what to give it. The choice is yours. Keep waiting for a miracle, or start building one with your own two hands. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. Start tonight, and let your strength come back, one day at a time.